All right, good afternoon, good evening, Raider Nation. My name is Brent Johnson here on the GHSA Network with Cameron Gibson and Caleb Stevens. We're about to get Game 2 underway of the first round of the GHSA State Baseball Playoffs. Red Raiders defeated Thomas County Bulldogs by a score of 7-1 in the Game 1, where Tyler Altman went 7 strong innings, giving up the long run with 2 outs in the 7th inning. Pitched another gem, did he? Only give up, once again, maybe 2 solid hits. He give up 4 hits, as a matter of fact, total. But what a great game he pitched, and a great offensive episode by the Red Raiders once again, defeating this Thomas County Bulldog team. We're going to be playing here the second game, important game as well. By winning the second game that ends this series, Thomasville will go home. The Raiders will advance. And we were looking at some scores right before the game ended. Rabun County defeated Dade 2-1 in Game 1, and I've just got an update. They are leading Game 2 2-1, I think, early in the second inning of that matchup. So if that holds true and the Raiders can pull this one out, we will travel to the northern portion of Georgia, most northeast portion of Georgia. Beautiful country up there, but it would be a long haul. But we got to take care of business here in the second game. We didn't know a lot about Thomasville coming into this game. We knew they had their starting pitcher, number 1 pitcher, was really their best hope. Had a leadoff batter, we believe, that was their best hitter. And, it was smooth sailing most of that game, but that could change at any time. Thomasville will be the home team in this game, so we don't want to confuse that. I think I got the score bug to show. We are still hosting the event, but in the second game of a best of 3, the away team becomes the home team. So if you see the Raiders versus the Bulldogs on the score bug now, don't be confused. We are hosting here at Bacon County High School. Try to get a name and some numbers on these individuals, especially the starting pitching. I believe it's going to be Dalton Spires on the mound for the Red Raiders, but I'll verify that in just a moment. But again, I want to welcome you, viewers of Raider Nation and also viewers at Thomasville, to our broadcast live and later on demand, if possible. If you want to watch later, please do so. I want to encourage you to continue to support Red Raider athletics in our community. We have one of the most generous communities that you could think of. And a lot of people say that about their communities, but it really is unbelievable how our community comes together and supports everything. It's not just football, folks. It's baseball, it's softball, all of our athletics, even the second tier athletics that don't necessarily bring in gates like golf and tennis and some other things. Our community really comes together to support us. Dalton Spires is going to lead this second game off for the Raiders, as again we are the visiting team on the scoreboard. Again, we'll try to keep you up to date on other games around the state. Fitzgerald dropped the hammer on Long 15-0 in the first game, and they were up 5-0 in the third inning in the second game. Strike 1, first pitch here. Get a name to that pitcher. Good eye there, low curveball by the pitcher. It's like Wright is going to be the pitcher on the mound here for Thomasville. I would assume he's their number 2 pitcher. I just don't think they used their number 1 starter And then 3 other gentlemen finished off the game for them. It's a curveball that's going to be lifted into right field, and it's going to make its way to the fence. Again, it appears that the outfielders, and he's going to circle second for a stand-up triple. Wow, what a way to start this game off by Spires Jr. Most likely he's going to be on the mound. Not sure if he's going to get a courtesy runner being at third base or not. Probably would, just to keep him from any type of collision at home. But looks like he's going to run the base here. I think if he is pitching, I don't know if I believe I would get him. I'd get him a courtesy runner because you just never know. It could be a play at home for some reason. You just don't want to get him. I think it's coming over the heart of the plate. Klein's majority of his power comes from that left side that he's on, but he stung one in that first game with from the right side. A good-looking pitch. I'm not sure what it was high or low, but very similar to the last. Ball's going to be inside. Count 2-1, 1 out. Base is empty. Ball's high and away. Going to be 3-1. Double play. Hey, that's just a heck of a defensive play there. No fault of the base runner. Just a great play. You got to give them props. Raiders hit 1 run here in the top of the first. Move to the bottom half. We'll see if Thomasville, see if they can come out and score some runs, or we can hold them down. Be back here in just a moment. All right, we're back here at the bottom of the first inning. Thomasville is the home team in this particular game. Again, on paper, the numbers look like we're fairly even. Again, runs scored 180 for the Raiders, 175. Now, this doesn't count the last game. 175 for the Thomasville Bulldogs, and giving up runs, 72 Bacon, 79 Bulldogs. A shout out for the Special Olympics. Bacon County will be hosting that next Friday, starting about 9 a.m. Friday morning at the track. Here, come out and support these young boys and girls with special needs as they compete at multiple events. If you've never been, had opportunity to do that, it will bless your heart, and you can cheer on some kids that are going to have a blast. There's going to be a pop-up here in the infield. Should be called. Third baseman going to call it off and make the play. That's number 4. Grayson Adam. That's Adam Grayson playing third base. Got Dawson Dial at short. A little bit, and that you'll understand that's a little bit of change in the offense or defensive lineup as far as some shuffling goes around. Klein Nipper was third playing catcher. This ball is going to be ripped down the right field line. Chance for extra bases. I want to hold him up at second. Probably the smart move. Nonetheless, leadoff. Well, not a leadoff, excuse me. It's good to see House batting here in this third spot. It was thought that he may have been injured in that first inning while pitching. Not sure exactly, obviously the extent of it doesn't keep him out of the lineup. Going to get in at bat here. I understand he's kind of Mr. Everything for this ball club. 1 out, runner at second. Again, a little bit different pitching styles here. You will see a contrast from Tyler Altman to Dalton Spires. He's more of a fastball pitcher. Has some velocity, but if he hits his spot, he's really tough. But that's the key. Hitting the spots. That inside pitch was yanked way out of play. Ball a little low there. Counts 2-2. Ball's going to be hit back up to the middle. Got to make a play to first. Going to get the sure out there. Runner advances to third base. 2 outs now. Spires with a chance to work his way out of that double. Green to the plate now for Thomasville. A chance for an RBI. And there it is. Base hit right up the middle. And Thomasville is going to get their first run of the game in the first inning, not the last, as in game 1. Again, I was careful not to speak too soon in the first game, and I didn't want to speak too early in the second game. This team won a bunch of ball games in a region that was pretty competitive. Ball is lifted into right field. And we're going to get out of the inning without giving up any more runs. Score is 1-1, though. 2 hits by the Thomasville Bulldogs. And we're going to take a short break here on the NFHS Network, powered by Play On Sports. We'll be back here. All right, here we go. Top of the second inning. Tyler Altman.
Now batting, number 15, Tyler Altman.
Tyler's DHing in this game. Curveball. We're just talking about he struggles with a curveball. He throws a gem of a curveball, but he struggles hitting one. Or he did the last game. I kind of made a joke with him and his dad about it between games as I congratulated him on the big win for him. Another foul ball. Quickly 0-2.
He's only up there because his girlfriend's up there. Oh, like, you wouldn't think about it, but a lot of our teachers are like game nerds and stuff like that. It's funny.
Like Mr. McGuire, I was thinking like the biggest.
Mr. McGuire is.
Yeah, he's a big guy.
Cliff,
He all the
Cliff
time
is,
talks
Mr.
about Skyrim.
Sweat is, and
That just sounds so weird. Mr. Sweat, I grew up with that.
All right, it's strike three for Tyler. That outside curveball.
Oh yeah, he plays a lot of PC console games.
Now batting, number 17.
Peyton Nobles comes to the plate. Again, playing second base on defense in this particular game. This is the lineup that we had that defeated Benedictine 6-5 last week. Had a 6-2 lead. Had a late 3-run home run that unfortunately cost us the number 1 seed. But I don't know. This may have played out. What we needed, what we wanted. We'll just see. Got a pretty good draw in the bracket, and I'll pull that up for you maybe between innings and let you see that. I've been talking, if you were with us game 1, and I mentioned already tonight about the possibility of us hosting next week if Dade County can upset Rabun. But Rabun has won game 1 and was leading game 2 2-1 in the second inning. If that winds up that way, we have a long trip to North Georgia next week if we can take care of business here, us or Thomasville 1. Strike on that outside corner. Carter Lee at the plate now for the Raiders. Another good pitch on that inside corner. This pitcher reminded me a good bit thus far. Doesn't have quite the break on his curveball as Tyler Altman. This could be, nope, third baseman makes the play. It's trouble. Big bounce off the fence. Throwing error there on the third baseman. He was sort of at an awkward position making the throw. It's hard to tell. You know, I think he had time maybe to square his shoulders a little bit more. I wouldn't say that was the shortstop's ball, but Yeoman's to the plate now. With a stand-up triple in the first game. Lee at first, 2 outs. Strike 1. Another curveball. Steps out. I was saying earlier, this young man reminds me a little bit of the Altman kid as far as the curveball fastballs that he's throwing. They don't have quite the break, but he's got real good control, working those corners. Another great pitch for the second strikeout of the inning, and he gets out of it 1-1 as we move to the bottom half of the second inning. Raiders took game one, hoping to take care of business here in game two to end this best of three series in the first round of the GHSA state playoffs. We'll take a short break and be back here in just a moment. But as he had to move over to his left, try to gather that ball in, unable to. Nonetheless, runner on first. No outs. It's kind of how the first inning began. Again, our pitching staff sort of starts with Tyler Altman, who pitched the first game. Spires here in the second game. Probably the official number 3 pitcher. With a swing and a miss. Would be Aubrey Carter. Klein Nipper, number 4. Ball's popped up. Maybe it'll stay in play. Oh, yeah, makes a great play. Grayson, I said anytime, I said the first game, anytime that you get a ball popped up in foul territory and you can get a glove on it and make the catch, it's a huge out. Not giving the batter another attempt. It's 1 out, 1 on. Hastings to the plate. Hasty. Everybody's pulling their tickets out for the 50-50 chance. I just understand there's a big crowd, quite a lot of money involved, maybe $200 in the split. It's a couple tanks of gas in the old pickup. Oh, ball goes just a bit inside, allowing the runner to advance to second. All right, Spires having a little bit difficulty settling in here these first 2 innings, throwing some strikes. Another ball in the dirt is going to advance the runner. First to third, 3 pitches. Counts 3-0. Needs to settle down a little bit, throw some strikes. I mentioned early before the first game, pitching is the key when you get in the playoffs. Quality pitching. Don't have to have a stud. You just have to have quality pitching, good defense, solid offense, and you can win some ball games. you can't make mistakes, not too many, because these teams in the playoffs are there for a reason, and they usually take advantage of any opportunity that you give them. Strike one now, 3-1. Most likely he's taken unless it's right down the pipe. And it is ball 4 low. Not necessarily a bad thing. That creates a force for a potential double play. Looks like we're going to have a visit to the mound by the head coach. Again, Rabun County is leading Dade 4-2. Not sure the inning, probably third or fourth inning. Understand they're playing at a neutral site. Not sure exactly why. I guess, to split the difference in the distance. I'm not sure why. But that was what I was told earlier. See if I can't get some more scores for you from closer range. I know that's the one we're concerned about, to see who our potential next opponent for Bacon County and or Thomasville. Fitzgerald leads game 2 in the 6th inning, 9-3 over Long. It looks like Long's season will end. Jeff Davis won the first game against Berrien and Trail in the second game. But it took extra innings to win the first game, 6-4.
Now batting number 5, King.
First and third, and a potential squeeze play. Boy, you don't see that too often. I like to see it in certain situations. But this is a team that, this is it for Thomasville. They have to win this game. So we're liable to see them pull out all the stops. 0-2 count. Not sure if he'll be bunting here with one out. And he rings him up on that outside corner. Oh, my. That was not a good play. Again, this is not our typical catcher. This is only Klein's second start at catching.
Now batting number 3,
Again, a little lapse right there, allowing the runner from third to score. 2-1, Thomasville. Another error. Mental error. I don't think it's going to go on the board as one. Boy, howdy, had an opportunity to get out of this inning without any runs scored with 2 outs. Smart base running there by the Thomasville Bulldog. Ball is going to be stopped. That's a infield base hit there for the young man. It's like seems to be, things are going the way of the Bulldogs at the moment. It was a great play by Dawson just to stop that ball. O'Quinn to the plate now. For the Bulldogs. Runners at first and third, 2 outs. 2-1, Bulldogs lead here early. Bottom second inning. Swing and a miss. Strikeout would be good here. 1-1, 2 outs. Ball is fouled back. All right. A few signals there by the catcher. Count 1-2. Possible hit and run scenario here. That's why we're paying some attention to the runner at first. Spires has an excellent move to first base for a right-handed pitcher. Very quick. This ball is ripped right back up the middle. Another run's going to score. 3-1, Bulldogs. Two outs.
Now batting number 9, House. If you get home for the bench, you get the first game home. Second game, you get a loan. If you have to play the gift card, you get home again.
Ball low and away. You don't know how long. I know it's still early, but you hope we can get out of this inning. Maybe Spires will settle down, but you have to think in the back of your mind how long he'll give Spires an opportunity. That's a great play by our first baseman. Getting over there and making that play for the third out. Thomasville gets 2 more on the board. A couple mistakes by the Raiders. We can't afford those when you're playing a quality team from a good region. We're going to take a short break. They're going to talk it over here on the sideline. See if we can get some things squared away as we move to the top half of the third inning. We'll be back here in just a moment. All right, we're back. 50-50 was just drawn. Lucky lady won over $200. This ball is going to be chopped. It's going to be trouble. We got to hustle it out. Number 1 ain't going to be able to figure it out. Got by the pitcher. The third baseman and the shortstop was unable to make a play for Spires. It's going to be a seeing eye single in the infield. That's what we needed here in the top of the third inning to get the Red Raiders back in this game. Maybe that's what Spires needed to kind of get his mind off some things. He's had trouble settling in here the first couple innings pitched. Holton to the plate. Curveball working that outside corner, unable to connect, just like it was a little high. Ball 1. Another ball in that outside corner. Working that corner. Again, they know that this young man, between him and Nipper and a couple with some pop in their bat, if he throws that pitch over the plate, it's not breaking a whole bunch. Could be trouble in a good way for the Raiders. And that ball tails outside. 3 balls, no strikes. Got to think Holton is dead red here. We'll see another pitch. Runner, courtesy runner. This ball is going to be looped into right field for a base hit. Runner will hold at second. Sometimes you don't need a whole lot of power. You just need just a little bit of connection. Tyler Wade is our courtesy runner on second base now. As Holton's at first, no outs. Klein Nipper comes to the plate. Chance to redeem himself from a little mental mistake there in that bottom half of the second inning. And he could we could take the lead with one swing of the bat from this young man. He has the only home run of the season out of this brand new park. Able to witness that and get it on camera. Good pitch there, a little low. One ball, no strikes, no outs, more importantly, first and second. Not sure. I think he was expecting curveball, got a little fastball, a little behind. 1-1. Need a big hit right here. Need something good to happen for the Red Raiders. That ball outside. If he will be patient. Of course, I like to see Klein swinging the bat, but could draw a walk here. Going to get a quick visit from the mound. I'm not sure, again, if this is the head coach or assistant coach visiting. Haven't got any updates on any other scores. Jeff Davis won their first game 6-4 in 8 innings, and they were trailing the second game early. Good crowd out here this evening. It's about 4 deep now in the chairs right behind home plate. Great venue. It is possible that we will not have another game here at home, even if we do win. If we have to travel to Raven, then possibly to another location of a higher seed, which would be potentially, I believe, Monticello. Ball is ripped to the right side, in play. He's going to attempt to score the runner, which will happen as the young man again in right field. He's having a difficult time out there. If that is indeed the same gentleman in the first game. Very frustrating for the young man, I know. I believe he was waving his arm anyway. He was going to force him to make a throw. This game is 3-2 now. No outs, runners at first and second. Dawson Dial comes to the plate, and this young man has had some big hits throughout the year. Lane Foster is going to courtesy run for Nipper. Again, 2 hits by the 2 big boys. A great play to get back there. Another quick move by their pitcher as well. Again, guys with potentially the most power on our team just had one bloop single and another just hitting the right place. It made its way through the infield. Slight bobble by the right fielder allowed the run to definitely score. Still in good shape, first and second, no outs. Again, with no outs, doesn't appear we're going to play small ball. No bunt here. I might be wrong, and I'm not, I don't think. I think we're going to be swinging here. So he takes strike one on the inside. Washington on deck. Curveball for strike two. That was a good-looking pitch. Again, I'm not sure where it was top to bottom, but it was a good-looking pitch over the plate. Hear a few complaints down below. Now the curveball is going to be lifted to shallow left field. It's going to fall. It's going to fall, and we're going to get a tag. And runners advance. It really wasn't a tag. He had to potentially wait for the tag. And all of a sudden the Raiders have 3 hits. With no outs, Anasio, bases loaded. He's got a quick bat. Had a grand slam last year against Jeff Davis. In Jeff Davis. I'd like to see him get the bat on the ball here. And a late swing and a miss. The young man has thrown. I think they're thinking curve, because that's the majority of his pitches are that. Good pitch there by the pitcher. I think he's trying a bit too hard, it appears. It's like he's trying to guide that bat. He needs to relax. Bases loaded, no outs, 3-2. Raiders trail here, top of the third. Washington at the plate. 0-2 count. Taking a little too much time on the mound. He gets time from the umpire again. Anasio with the end of the park home run, center field, first game. Ooh, ball tailed back inside. Jammed him. Wasn't sure if sounded like it hit bat, not flesh. Again, he was more or less trying to get out of the way as that ball was tailing back toward him. All right, here we go. Still no balls, 2 strikes, no outs, bases loaded. Another ball. I'll tell you what, the young man throws a unique pitch. His fastball appears to, again, tail back in toward. And it may be the way he's holding the ball. It may be a pitch he's trying to throw. Nonetheless, it's working inside on the hosel of the bat. There's the curveball. It's the ball in play. They're going to have an opportunity to get the runner at home, and he's unable to make the play. The runner's safe at home. The catcher was a poor throw. Ultimately, it was a It was a throwing error. I would give a throwing error to the third baseman because of the play was there. We're going to get an argument here. I think, sort of a tie goes to the runner. It was pretty close to when the young man picked the ball up and the runner put his foot on the bag, and I'm sure that's what he's explaining to the coach. Just a bang-bang play. But, again, I feel that's a mistake on their third baseman, kind of like the mistake on our catcher earlier. Allows that run to score, and I imagine that error is going to go, I guess, to the catcher. I'm not sure how that goes. But either way, Raiders score. It's 3-3. Top of the third inning.
Now batting, number 15, Tyler Altman.
Tyler Altman's coming to the plate. Bases loaded, no outs. Has an opportunity. Make something happen here. Have an opportunity for the Raiders to kind of bust this one open. A few mistakes here early in the game by both teams costing runs. And this ball is going to be hit to the second baseman. Opportunity for a double play. And he gets him at first base for the double. We're going to get one run in. So we take the lead. I tell you what, folks, you won't find a better double play in high school baseball than that one. What a play by their defense. Thomasville crowd is livened up. A couple reasons. Their ball team is playing a little bit better this game, and they're riled up by the last call, by the umpire. I think the umpire got it right. But, again, if I was on their side, I'd be a little, disappointed. I don't know about upset. This ball is going to be hit up the middle. And that's going to end the inning. Nonetheless, Raiders score 3 to take the lead, 4-3. I feel a little bit better about the situation. We need Spires to settle down on the mound. Give us a chance here to finish this game 2 off. But we're going to need some more runs, I got a feeling. So we'll be back here in just a moment. All right, Raiders take the lead as we move to the bottom half of the third inning. By no means do I think we broke their heart that inning, but it had to have been a little disheartening to them with a 3-1 lead. moving out of the second inning. Ball just inside. Count going to go to 1-1. All right, 3-1. Oh, and he hits the batter. Again, Spires still trying to settle in.
Now batting number 19, Rice.
Again, I've said it multiple times, multiple games. I said it in the game one. What you want to try to do is, if you can score runs, much less take a lead, try to come back out and shut that team down. This ball is ripped right down the left field line. Again, that kind of stuff happens when you get that leadoff runner on a walk or something of that nature. What a great play by left fielder to get that ball in quickly. So we're back here. Now Thomasville has 2 on, second and third, no outs.
Now batting number 10, Donaldson.
Donaldson back up to the plate. Again, Spires continuing to struggle to get it over the plate. I mentioned earlier, and again, I don't want to speculate too much, but you have to wonder, when do you see that the young man, and it just happens, just doesn't have it for an evening. And again, he struggled these first 3 innings to get ahead of batters, something you look at. Of course, a walk here wouldn't be the worst thing. What that does is creates a force at any base, more importantly, home plate. This early in the game, you're not sure if you likely wouldn't play, I don't think. We'll see maybe in a moment. You won't play for the infield end. You play at double play depth, giving way to the runner. Makes a long throw to first for the out. What that does is score the run, tying the game at 4-4.
Now batting number 8, Rice.
Runner at third, 1 out. See folks with some blankets on, temperature dropping a little bit here tonight in the cool evening. It's supposed to get down, I believe, to 51 tonight. Good camping weather this time of the year. Sets up for some good baseball weather as well. 1-1 the count with one out. Runner at third. Again, Spires trying to hang on here. This ball is going to be fouled back out of play. Not sure what was wrong with that pitch. Crowd down below wanted it to. We have a different umpire behind the plate. Going to have to get used to. A good pitch there. Rung him up on that inside corner. It's a big out for Spires with runner at third.
Now batting number 20, Hasty.
Hasty back to the plate. Great play there by the catcher, stopping that ball. Again, first pitch in the dirt. Again, Spires just doesn't seem comfortable. That doesn't mean he won't get there. Big pitch there with a swing and a miss. Gets the count back to 1-1. I think you see a batter there that's trying to tee off on one. Bottom of third, count 1-1, 2 outs. Another big swing and a miss as he pumps it by him. Maybe Spires now is just rear back and throw the ball to the mitt. Come after him. Don't worry about that runner at third. See what we can do here. 4-4. Strikeout here would be huge. Any kind of an out. And there it comes. And we're going to have to throw him out at first. Make a good throw and he's out. Gets out of the inning by only giving up one nonetheless. Game's tied 4-4. Raiders are going to bring up the bottom part of their lineup. We're going to take a quick break here. And Brent Johnson broadcasting live on the NFHS Network. Powered by Play On Sports. Brought to you by BCTV Productions, a part of our engineering and technology department at Bacon County High School. Be back in just a moment. Carter Lee going to lead off for the Raiders here in the top of the fourth inning. New ball game, 4-4. 5 hits for both teams. 1 error for the Raiders, 2 for Thomasville. Most of us are big Bulldog fans around here, but for the University of Georgia, as we saw last night, Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the draft, going to the St. Louis Rams. Not a huge Rams fan, but I'll be pulling for that young man to I think Carter was upset he didn't stay up on that one, maybe take it on the shoulder. He kind of hit his bat, but that's just a natural reaction to try to get out of the way. He took one right down the pipe there. Count 2-2 now. Oh, he's unable to make the play. That's one of those plays I was saying earlier. Those are important outs. If you can somehow get one in foul territory, don't give a batter a chance to get back up to bat. Like right there, where he's able to bring the count to full, 3-2. Love to see a base runner with no outs here as we begin to push our way through the bottom half of the lineup back to the top. Another, ooh, what a pitch. Rings him up. That was a good pitch by the young man. Yeoman's going to come back to the plate. This ball is hit to right field. I think it's going to peel out of play. Yes, it does, near the fence. Shout out to a former student, Brock Bennett, up at on his way. Actually, he goes to school on his way up to where we may have to travel. One of these teams are going to have to travel next weekend up toward Raven County, Piedmont University. Brock will be graduating tomorrow with a degree in broadcasting, where he was taught broadcasting right here at Bacon County High School in the engineering and technology department. Proud of that young man. Ball was hit deep to the shortstop, but he's got a big arm, but he's safe. He beats it out. What a play. I tell you, I said earlier, that young man has some wheels. He may be he may be the quickest player on the team. Not sure top speed. Vanassia Washington is going to give him a run for his money, but he is a very fast young man around these bases, and he proved it right there because we said earlier the shortstop has a big arm. So we have one out, one on. Back to the top of the lineup with Dalton Spires as he ripped a base hit. That ball gets away from the catcher, and we get a stolen base by Yeomans. And I tell you what, again, you see that how quick that young man is. Took off on his own there, maybe with some encouragement by Coach Tyrus. You can't tell by his arm movement or any other type of signal. So we have a runner at second with one out. Spires with some wheels. You got the corners playing back. You don't know what. Again, you don't want to necessarily take the bat out of Spires, and maybe I'm just overthinking this. I'm thinking, well, how about a bunt here with these guys playing deep, playing back. But Spires, he puts the bat on the ball pretty well, so you probably want him swinging the bat. Oh, this ball gets away. Went to the well. He stands up as he goes to third base with only one out. Runner definitely in scoring position here for Spires to help himself gain a little bit more confidence here as he appeared to begin settling down the last inning. Hitting some spots on the plate, or around the plate, I should say. And he rips it to the shortstop. And that ball's going to bounce all over the place. He's safe. I'm not sure why Coach James didn't send the runner at all. I mean, I don't. Well, maybe he told him and he just. Well, maybe he assumed he was going to go. He's pointing at. Well, here's the ball. It was such a slow hit. It was such a slow hit ball, and as fast as he is, I think the shortstop wouldn't have had any choice but to try to go to first. But water under the bridge. Holton comes to the plate with one out. We're going to get a courtesy runner. Try to get a number here. Looks like Tyler Wade coming in. Again, Holton's coming to the plate with a chance to hit a single. His first at bat. Maybe he put a charge into one here. Runners on the corner. Good eye. As that ball look. Oh, he called it a strike. That was I agree. That was a man over here on the scoreboard. He's a late call, I believe it was. 0-1 count. This ball is ripped to right field. I think he's going to catch it. And we're going to get a run in here. Raiders are going to take the lead. Hope Yeomans ain't hurt as he slides into the catcher's leg. Probably should have scored earlier.
Now batting, number 14, Klein Nipper.
RBI for Holton as he ripped it right to the right fielder. Score 5-4 now, Raiders. Top of the fourth.
Be big here, kid.
One ball, no strikes on Klein Nipper. Again, base hit is last at bat. Ball was way in. Well, it was inside, on that inside part of the plate. I guess as long as he's consistent there, we'll be okay with it. Ball is fought off. It's going to be in no man's land foul territory. He will get another chance. Last update on the second game from Rabun and Dade. It was 4-3. Rabun still leading in the sixth inning. Again, a 4 seed. Dade playing Rabun very well. A late swing and a miss by Nipper. Again, I'm not sure. Crossed up there, maybe looking for the curve, but extremely late on that last pitch. Nonetheless, the Raiders take the lead here in the top of the fourth inning. We're going to move to the bottom of the fourth. It's 5-4. Red Raiders. We'll be back here in just a moment.
How you think now? Huh? What do you think about now?
He's got to have a shutdown either.
Yeah, he's got to go. He's got to keep them from scoring some runs here, but we got to lead right here. Just like last time.
it's like we're getting scores, but like only because they have errors.
The last 2 batters, he's pitched the best of anybody. So if he can keep it up. I mean, we need to see what he did against Benedictine last week. That's what I was looking for.
Dude, I just lost 31 trophies.
31.
Terrible.
31.
I lose 9 every.
Yeah. Got a problem?
I lose
Don't
9.
get a call on anything is all I gotta say.
Like, what I'm doing is like I set my town hall out, so whenever
you sleep and stuff, when you rub on your pillow and move and stuff. Yeah.
Take it out. All you do is unscrew.
me, I lose 9.
You do what?
I lose 9 every time somebody attacks me because they just destroy my town hall because that's really all they want.
All right, Raider Nation, we are back, moving to the bottom half of the 4th inning. This game kind of lumbering on, a little bit slower than game 1. Raiders are able to take the lead in the top part of the 4th inning, 5-4. King to the plate for the Thomasville. We were discussing between innings. You may have actually heard because I don't think I turned the volume down. We look for Spires to have that shutdown inning here. He needs that. 3 up, 3 down, not allowing them to score. There's 1 pitch, 1 out, what the doctor ordered. Something like that. That's the first time he's gotten the first batter out in any inning, I believe. Check the book on that. Maybe 1 other inning. But that's what we were talking about. Just throw a few pitches. Allow him to put the bat on the ball, just like that. Don't allow that lead first batter to get up with no outs. It's 2 pitches with 1 out and 1 strike. Playoff baseball, Bacon County. A lot of excitement around here. Probably hadn't had this much excitement since around the 2004 championship season. Not to say that, we anticipate a state championship necessarily, but we feel like we got a team that can make a run if we can get through this first round. This ball is going to be hit heavily into left field. Yeomans stops the ball and gets it in, holding him to a long single. 1 out, 1 on here. O'Quinn to the plate. Ball is going to be fouled back, most likely, to the softball field. I'm not sure if the young kids are still out there playing with no lights. Excuse me. Ball is going to be popped up in play. Could be trouble. Caught just in foul territory. Great play by Dawson Dial. Taking over there, calling that ball off from the third baseman and left fielder. 2 outs. House to the plate. Again, looking for that inning where they don't score any runs, especially now that we've got the lead. Be important. Again, want to welcome everyone for joining us if you are live or on demand these games. We are not professionals by no means. I'm by myself. Usually have my sidekick Shane Bennett. He's at guard this weekend. Thank him for his service. Keep those South Carolinians from rushing the border. I'm just kidding. Welcome everyone. Someone from Thomasville watching from away. Try to be fair and balanced, although we are a little biased toward our Red Raiders. Want to give credit where credit is due. These other young men that are playing their hearts out, trying to extend their season as well. Like a 4-pitch walk there to House. I don't like to see that with 2 outs, first and second.
Now batting number 33, Green.
Fitzgerald leads long 10-3. Bottom of the 7th. Dublin sweeps Lamar County. Haven't got a final on the Rabun-Dade. It's 4-3 late in that game. Foul ball. Count 1-1, 2 outs. 2 on, another foul ball. Staying alive is this batter. Swing and a miss by Spires. 3rd out of the inning. That's what the doctor ordered. 5-4. Raiders hold that lead as we move to the top of the 5th inning. A little excitement being generated now by the fans. Going to take a short break. Be back here in just a moment. Red Raider baseball. Dawson Dow is going to lead things off for the Red Raiders. Top of the 5th inning as we lead 5-4. Spires finally able to get a scoreless inning under his belt. Big swing and a miss there by Dow. Need to tack on a few more runs here. Like to try to secure this Game 2 victory. Or a Game 2 victory. Still trying to get an update on some local games as well as in North Georgia. Strike on the outside corner. 1-2 the count. I believe this umpire has a little bit more great pitch. Liberal strike zone than the prior umpire. At least on that outside corner. I believe Aubrey Carter's up in the bullpen. That doesn't necessarily mean he's coming in. He's just potentially getting ready. It's a cool evening. I'm going to warm him up a little early and keep him warm probably. Aubrey has had limited pitching this year, but when he's had the opportunity, he's done very well. Had a great outing against Bryan County. We had played 4 games in 3 days. 5 games in 4 days. Last week, and strikeout by Dow. First out of the inning. Nassio Washington coming to the plate. Had a doubleheader last Monday, or Monday week ago, I'm sorry. Groves, then we hosted Jeff Davis, hosted Benedictine, and then had to go to Bryan County, and we've exhausted our first 3 pitchers, which lays down a bunt, and the ball's going to get past going into right field. Nassio, this young man could end up at they're going to hold him. Great play there. That's what speed will do for you, folks. It'll scare you slam to death. The pitcher unable to pick the ball up because most likely he was kind of peeking out the corner of his eye to see where Nassio was. But nobody in the park saw the bunt coming, including myself. 1 out, runner at second, which is Nassio. Tyler Altman comes to the plate. I don't even remember what I was talking about. I think all the games we had to play in 4 days 2 weeks ago, or a little over a week ago. Good-looking pitch there as it breaks across the plate. But Aubrey pitched a great must-win game, really, for the Raiders to solidify this second seed. I think Berrien County has given Jeff Davis all they want, and Jeff Davis is a quality team out of Region 2 at AA, and obviously Berrien County is too. Again, Fitzgerald kind of dominated that region, and they dominated Long County today, our number 4 seed in our region. One out, runner in scoring position. 5-4. Tell you what, an extra run here, a little security run would be real helpful anytime you get an opportunity. Get a runner in scoring position if you can get him over. Tyler struggled at the plate the first game, but it was mightily overshadowed by his pitching on the mound. That was a good pitch. Nassio basically just walks over to third base. Now with 1 out, 1 ball, 2 strikes. think the pitcher's a little frustrated the way his mannerisms is now. He's disappointed in himself not being able to throw Ignacio out at first on the bunt. But now that Ignacio is able to have stole second and third legitimately, if Tyler can put this ball in play anywhere in the outfield, you have to think Ignacio can score. Swing and a miss. That's going to be strike three. Altman's going to go back. It's going to be 2 outs now. It's going to bring Nobles to the plate. Again, Raiders need to take advantage of this opportunity. I'm not sure what pitching we have after, what Thomasville has after this young man who's done very well for the most part. Is really his defense have kind of let him down with 4 errors. They pitched 4 guys the first game. Again, Nobles could have leaned into that one, but he decided to, again, that natural reaction to back out there. It's a good pitch on that outside corner. Two balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. This ball is going to be fouled away, out of play.
Here we go, kids. You got this. You want it now.
2-2-2 across the board. Ball is going to be trouble. Ignacio's coming home, is going to score, but they get the out instead. Catcher pointing to first. Very smart play with 2 outs. Unintentional bunt-like there, but Thomasville able to get out of the jam. Raiders still lead 5-4 as we move to the bottom half of the 5th. All we need is 1-run lead, but I'm afraid we're going to have some more. But I hope maybe Spires is going to come back to the mound. Again, he settled down a little bit more that last inning, not allowing any runs to be scored, facing only, I think, 5 batters. We'll see if Spires can finish this game off for us. Be back here in just a moment. Red Raider Baseball, live on the NFHS Network, powered by Play On Sports. All right, here we go. Bottom half the fifth inning. Raiders lead 5-4. Rice is going to lead off this inning for Thomasville, and he's going to lead off with a potential single, almost just 2 feet away from being trouble. 2 feet away from being trouble.
I didn't say you'd come back.
0-1 the count. Ball just a little low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ball is just a bit outside. Take the count to 2-1. Ball is hit back right up the middle. We'll have a chance. Oh, what a play. Got him out. Oh, man, he rung him up.
What a play, kid. Good job.
Oh, what a play. That was you talk about a bang-bang play. You know, the batter was the base runner was very disappointed. You know, he may be the only one to really know, unfortunately. But what a play. What a play by the second baseman and a stretch by our first baseman. I mean, here's a kid only getting his, normally a catcher, Nobles, getting his second start at shortstop, my understanding. Ball is going to be hit to the shortstop. He's got to come quick, make a great throw. He's going to be safe. What a great stretch by Carter. I tell you what, if the umpire had rung both of them up, they'd have been a riot. So I think he was calling him out if he was safe or not. No, I think he got the first one right, and he got that one right too. Another great play potentially, you know, by our defense. Just a tough, it's an infield hit, you know, a little seeing eye single there, dribble to the shortstop. Got 1 out here. Ball is going to be pop foul. I hope we got the previous play on camera. My guy's shaking his head. Yeah, I got it. So we'll find out. You at home. I'm not watching the camera. I'm watching the play. What a move by Spires. If the kid had been leaning at all, he'd have got him. One out, 1 on. That was a good pitch. Took a little bit off of it, it appeared. Right over the plate for strike 2. 0-2 the count. All right, here another little trouble, potentially scooped up by Nobles for the out. Got the certain out at first, 2 outs now, runner at second. Ball is ripped into left field. This is going to score the tying run. Yeoman scoops it up and fires it in. Thomasville feels like they were owed that one, and they earned it. Score 5-5 now. Bottom of the fifth inning.
Jamie has a gun, shoots you with it in the same spot and arm. You can tell, but you can sit there and fire the gun and tell on the gun with the imprint that's on the firing pin and tell which gun fired which shot.
Ball gets past Nipper. Runner advances to third. 2 outs. We got to do whatever we can here to keep this runner from coming in. 2 innings to go. We want to keep this game tied if possible. And again, you have to wonder what kind of leeway he has on Spires here as he pumps one down. I guess that was low. 3 balls, no strikes. And there's ball 4 low. I got to check to see where we're at in the lineup here. Back to the top of the lineup. Again, back to the top of the lineup for Thomasville. They're going to have runners on the corner. Got a meeting at the mound. We're going to take a short break. Be back here live on the NFHS Network. All right, 5-5. Runners at the corner. 2 outs. That's 5 balls in a row. Pitch by Spires. Leadoff batter. Ball is going to be popped up. Is this what the doctor ordered? And it is. What a big pitch by Spires. Got the out, giving up the tying run with a double. 5-5. We move to the top of the 6th. We'll be back here in just a moment. Number 5, Carter Lee, is going to lead off top of the 6th inning for the Red Raiders. And he's going to pop up one here as they nearly collide. Carter's limping just a bit. Injured his ankle, Achilles a couple weeks ago. He may have tweaked something there just trying to avoid the collision with the pitcher. Yeoman's to the plate. Yeoman's had a big at bat last time, getting on right before Spires. Big cut to that curveball. Good pitch there on that outside corner.
Are you ready, kid? Let's go.
And a swing and a miss by Yeomans for the strikeout. Quickly, the Raiders go 2 up, 2 down, back to the top of the lineup. All right, Dalton Spires comes to the plate. 2 outs, no runners on. We scored some runs the last game with 2 outs. Ball low. Ball's a strike on the outside corner.
You ready now? Struck out, it'll pop up for pitcher right there by first.
A good eye there. It's a C&I single here for Spires. Brings Holton to the plate with an opportunity. You know, with Holton with an opportunity here. 2 outs, it doesn't matter. We want to score some runs. But we got the top part of our lineup right here with 2 outs. We hope we can do some damage. All right, Tyler Wade's coming in to courtesy run for Spires. Can Raiders find a way right here with 2 outs? Big swing here by Holton is what we need to a gap. Now the ball outside. With 2 outs, you can't imagine. I know they don't want to put him on, but they haven't given him a whole lot to hit. Game 1 or this one. I'd like to see him make a mistake. And that wasn't it. That was a great pitch by the pitcher. Counts 2-1 now. And a swing and a miss. Pulls the string. You got to think the Rabun County Dade game has concluded. I'm going to try to find a final. And Rabun does defeat Dade 6-3 in the game 2. So the winner of this series has got a long ride. Holton strikes out. Score still 5-5. We move to the bottom part of the 6th inning. Got to have some scoreless innings These last two, we got to put something on the board. Avoid game 3 tomorrow. We're going to take a short break and be back in a moment. Who is this guy? O'Quinn to the plate, lead off the bottom of the 6th inning for the Thomasville Bulldogs here in game 2. Raiders took game 1, 7-1, with a gem pitched by Tyler Altman. Great opening pitch curveball there by the new pitcher, the old catcher, Klein Nipper. That will put Peyton Nobles behind the plate. That'll shift. Another great pitch. That's going to shift Dial back to second. Spires at short. It's like Grayson is third. Another good pitch, but it was called a ball. What a pitch. Excuse me. That's strike 3. Man, that's what you'd like to see there. Reliever come in. We were just talking earlier. Klein throws a curveball. When he's on like those 3 pitches you just saw, he's tough to hit. But he'll sometimes struggle with a little bit of control with the curve, and he can throw it by you if you're not ready. And there's that curveball. And he's going to work quickly, which is another contrast to the pitchers that we've seen on both sides of the ball. He works very quick. Curveball doesn't break. If it breaks any at all, it's a strike. Two balls, no strikes. 1 out. Oh, there we go. Again, a little bit of control issue there. Plunks the guy on the hip. We got 1 on, 1 out.
Now batting number 33, Green.
The if game is tomorrow at 1 p.m. right here. Curveball just a little high. 1 on, 1 out.
That's the only part it has.
Good pitch there by Klein. He pours it in.
Huh? Nobody said you can come in here?
Good pitch. Was that ball?
You got hit.
It was called a strike. Okay. 1-2 the count. Runner steals second base again. Thomasville, nothing to lose. They got to get a run in. They're going to do it any means possible. Oh, what a pitch. And it's a little bit low, I guess. First and second. 1 out. Drama. Game 2. Thomasville Bulldogs trying to hang on in this series. Red Raiders trying to shut it down tonight. Noble's out to talk with Nipper. Ball is popped up. It's got to be in play. It's like the catcher makes the catch. I'm going to have to teach him how to sling his mask. My coach, I caught a little bit. He dropped it very close to where the ball was going to come down. Taught to look up, find the ball, then hold the mask in your hand, and then just sling it as far back behind you as possible. He had to almost reach over. He was aware where the helmet was, but nonetheless, there's 2 outs here. Big out again. Ball in foul territory, able to be caught. Strike on that outside corner. Pours it in. Number 10, Donaldson to the plate. That unique open batting stance, which I like. Get your head around, see the ball with both eyes as it comes. Five to 5. Nail biter here. Bottom of the 6th. Raiders will have their 3, 4, and 5 batters up, I believe, in the top of the 7th. What a move by Klein. I thought Spires was quick, but that was a pretty good move. Nearly got the young man. That would have been a out of outs right there to get us out of this inning. This ball is going to be hit into center field. They're tracking it. Who's calling it? And he's got it. Wow, what a play. Ignacio Washington, big man, come up big there. Headed to the top of the 7th. 7th inning stretch here. Raiders are hyped up here. We need to get some runs, not just one. We need a couple runs here. Try to put this game away as we move, again, through this inning. Raiders trying to, I don't know, we're trying to steal one here. The game started off a little shaky. Both teams, 4 errors by the Thomasville early in this game. 1 error by the Raiders. kind of tit for tat, both sides looking to. But again, Thomasville, they've got to get a win or they go home. Raiders need a win to avoid the if game tomorrow at 1 p.m. Take a short break. Be back in a moment. All right, Nipper with a chance to help himself here as he has shifted from behind the plate to the mound and done a pretty good job that last inning. Again, worked out of some trouble after striking a couple batters out, or one batter out. Ball's outside. Raiders need to score some run, as I just said a moment ago, here in the top part of the 7th inning. Nipper, the third batter in the lineup, followed by Dow. Ball's a little low. Counts 3-0 here. Takes ball four pitches in a row by the pitcher. You have to wonder. This young man, again, has pitched a whale of a game. His defense has kind of let him down early. We're going to get a courtesy runner. Excuse me, for the now pitcher. Looks like Tyler Wade again. Tell you what, it's a compliment to be a consistent pinch runner, because that means he's very disciplined on the base path. Coach has a lot of confidence in his ability. Ball is a little high. It's 5 in a row. This pitcher, again, he's thrown quite a few pitches, just like Spires did. Oh, he squares for the bunt, and he drops it down. Perfect. And he's safe. Oh, maybe we got one back. It was close. No argument. Great hustle. Runners at second. I like the small ball, though. Man, it was perfect. Perfect bunt. I guess if it had stopped a foot shorter, it would have been, I guess, a little bit better. Probably beats it out, but what a play. We're all excited up top here. Big man comes to the plate. Chance to be big here with a runner at first. They're anticipating they're going to put this young man on. Intentionally walking him. I'll tell you what, that's what that does is puts the force in play at any base, or second and third, I should say. A little surprised in that, especially puts him on, and then now he's going to the mound to visit. Hadn't seen that all season long. Just out there settle his pitcher down, say him not to worry about what he was just asked to do. They understand probably Altman has struggled this evening in both games, but what they don't know is this young man he can come up here, make a big hit. He had a big double in the Benedictine game that scored 2 runs, and we would sure love to see one here. That strike on that inside corner. Nice curveball there. Only one out. Runners at first and second. Pours it in. Strike two.
That's not you, kid. You ready? Let's go.
That's tough here. This 0-2 count now. He can pretty much throw whatever he wants here. Tyler's probably coming out of his shoes if it's close. And he does right up the middle. And it's a base hit. We're gonna potentially, we got a run scored here at home. One in. We're going to hold him up. Raiders take the lead 6-5. What a huge hit by Tyler Altman. They pay the price by walking Anasio. Now there's first and second, one out. 6-5 Raiders. Sorry to scream in your ear right there. Tough not to get excited when you see good fundamental baseball. You see a young man, again, we said earlier, pitched a whale of a game in game one. Struggled at the plate until then with a huge base hit. Got his dad in the audience for the first time this season. Man, what a play. And hopefully that'll hold up. 6-5. Runners at the corner. Noble's at the plate.
Now batting number 17, Peyton Nobles. Did you get that? Did you get that? Pete our first one. Lane's Pete one.
All right, we got a pinch runner, not courtesy runner now. Lane Foster going to first base for Tyler Altman, which means he will basically fill that DH spot that Tyler had. This ball is going to be hit back up the middle. Oh, no, he calls him out. He got his hand in there. Wow. Tough play. I said earlier, when we got put out at first early in the game, and that's two we got out, on plays of similar nature. Again, I hope that doesn't come back to get us. We were able to squeeze out an extra run. It's 6-5, headed to the bottom of the seventh. Can Klein Nipper finish this game? Win game two for the Red Raiders, sending us to Rabun County, all the way to the mountains of North Georgia. We'll see when we come back. All right. Hey, this is great baseball. Great baseball. Shout out to my buddy Shane. Been giving him some updates. He was able to, I guess, to watch the game. Tells me he's watching it. If you're online, you're about 30 seconds or so behind. Probably just about 2 pitches, for example. What we're watching live, which is not bad at all. Really good production when you can do that. Let's see who we got coming up for the Thomasville Bulldogs. Should be the latter part of the lineup. I'm sorry, we're back to the top of the lineup. Myers. who has struggled this evening. Been able to get him out, but that may mean he's due. But we'll see. Klein Nipper on the mound, 6-5, Raider lead. Pitch right down the pipes. He pours it in. Another great pitch. Brings the count 1-2. Pitch on that outside corner. Oh, how does he not make the call? Two-two. Great pitch regardless. Striker ball. Great curveball. It's going to go to the second baseman. Should be a can of corn there, and it is for the first out here. Said earlier, bad news is we only scored 1 run the last inning with an opportunity for more, but the good news is Thomasville has to score 2 runs to beat us here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Great pitch. And he calls a strike. Wow. Okay, he's the umpire. I like that little hesitation. I don't know, I like it when he calls the strike anyway. Another great pitch by Klein. Rear back and throw that ball, son. Throw that tater. It's tough when majority of your pitches are wrinklers, and then you come with that heat. There's the curveball. It's going to be caught by the second baseman. 2 outs now. Tall task for the Thomasville Bulldogs. Not sure what kind of power these guys have. This is our number 3 hitter in the lineup. Excuse me. House. Number 5, excuse me. I think House is number 8. We'll get it right in a minute, this young man. That's going to be one out away from the Raiders advancing, and it's going to be a base hit in the right field. That's more drama here for the Raiders. A lot of people on their feet. All right, now we're back to Myers. I thought we were in the bottom part of the lineup earlier, but we're back to the top of the lineup. Myers, runner on first, 2 outs. Again, Myers is, I'll say it again for him, there's a strike down the middle. Myers has struggled a bit from the plate both games, put the bat on the ball a couple times, but we've been able to get him out. So, again, I said this earlier, what I thought was Myers. He could be due. I think Nobles took that one maybe in the side. He looked like he was a little slow out of the box there. I don't know, going even looking for the ball. It appears to be okay, but nonetheless, more drama. Runner is in scoring position at second base with 2 outs. This ball is going to be hit into center field, and this could be it. And it is! The Red Raiders advance to the second round of the state playoffs, defeating Thomasville Bulldogs what a great victory. Able to come back, score a run in the top of the 7th inning. Again, you have to feel sorry a little bit for the Thomasville team. You got some upset kids over there. They've had a long season too. Played their hearts out this second game. Wow, what a game. What a game for the Red Raiders. We knew we just – no team wants to take it 3 games. But what a series for both teams. As you see them, this is one of the best parts of the game of baseball. You don't see this. You see it in a few sports, football being one of them, but great sportsmanship. This is a point in time where a lot of emotions are running high on one side and low on another. These young men have a long trip home to really think about and analyze everything. Some things went both ways the whole game early. A few controversial type calls. I wouldn't say controversial, just a few close calls, I should say, that I don't think really made the difference in the game necessarily, but definitely played a role in the ups and downs of the game. But as you see the Raiders out there, they going to do some sprints. Everybody sprints a little bit throughout or after the game, irregardless win or lose. But again, excited for our Red Raiders. Got people texting me left and right about what's going on, and I'll respond to them in just a moment. I can't think about more than one thing at a time. But, again, I really appreciate everyone that joined us live later on demand, watching an exciting game. Saw some great defensive plays, both sides of the ball in this game, a lot of highlights. Again, Red Raiders win Game 1, 7-1, win Game 2, 6-5 in dramatic fashion. Just unbelievable. However, Raiders are going to have to travel. Raiders are going to have to travel to Rabun County. Yeah, look it up, Google it. Rabun County, that is as far northeast as you can go in the state of Georgia. About 15 miles from Franklin, North Carolina. So keep that in mind with your plans next week. Most likely the team, we'll have some more information the first of the week, but most likely the team will be driving up early Friday morning in preparation for the trip so they can get there, kind of stretch their legs, and most likely preparing to spend the night, irregardless of the outcome of the 2 games on Friday. So read the paper, listen to the radio, call the school, watch for emails, and I will be setting up. We're not sure exactly how we're going to swing it just yet. I'm not going to say we're definitely going to be there to broadcast. We're going to try our best to be there and broadcast these games for Raider Nation, those that can't make the long haul, especially on a trip like that. So I want to wish everyone a great weekend, a great evening. On behalf of Bacon County High School Board of Education, Brent Johnson. I was along here. Couldn't have done it without Mr. Cameron Gibson and Caleb Stevens on the camera and the computer. Again, we're not perfect. We're trying to teach a trade to these young men and women in our engineering and technology department, which I teach. But on behalf of all of us, we want to thank you for joining us here on the NFHS Network, powered by Play On Sports, and maybe most importantly brought to you by BCTV Productions. Good night and God bless.